realized that my mic wasn't even on. Like, it needs to have like a mic test, on. Okay, now it's on. Like, it should show that somewhere. Oh my God, this is just horrible.
Morning Scrum with Govind Davis.
Yeah, I mean, I literally am like uploading the whole thing. I was like, I got the transcript and there's nothing in it, so I thought, oh, it's broken. I download the video, upload it, the audio to Gemini. It writes this weird story, and I'm like, what? Do the transcription? It's like there's nothing in the file. It's all just music. And I go back and look at it, and I'm like, did I just literally do this? This is so shameful. I just don't even have the words. So anyway, whatever. Warm up your mailbox. I'm gonna show my screen today, and we're gonna do some we're gonna do some good stuff because I want to. But I'm just gonna go through it quickly. So I'm like really grooving on this new tool that I've been using. Can I shrink the size? Ooh, look at that. Oh yeah. This tasklet is amazing. So a couple things I did, like I already created this. Hold on, I'm gonna go let Romy, why are you barking? Jeez. This is ridiculous. Fine, come in here. What's your problem? I'm trying to record. Go sit down. Nope. When I'm done, I'll take you out. Lay down. So this is an amazing AI product. Like, at first I didn't really understand it. And then once I got in and I was like, okay, I'm going to go build some stuff in here because it seemed promising. Then, I circled back to it and I was like, this is just, it's like one of those, the next mind-blowing AI experience, right? And actually it started because I was like, I started with a Sarah factor because I was like, man, I really want to do a flow. I feel like I'm just bogging down when I had this great recording with Magnus and Sir Mike H. And I wanted to create, the blog. So I ended up, it was pretty quick and easy to connect this to Wix, connect this to Gemini. It uses Claude for its own thinking, but you could, for the app part, when you build a little app, you could use your own, bring your own LLM. I should BYOLLM, right? That's my new term. And so, it was easy to build this and it was killer. It worked pretty quick. And then I spent some time creating another version for Morning Scrum today. But the thing I'm going to show that's actually was really put me over the edge and was wow, was I wanted to rebuild Signal, and because I was on Replit, and you get into this situation, right? I've spent a bunch of credits today. I only have 2,000 left. By the way, credits in AI are hand in hand, and you got to think about this. You're going to spend money for the machine that's going to help you work. There will be no freebies, right? If you run it locally, you're going to consume your own machine, and it's probably not powerful enough to do a lot. If you're going to run it in the cloud with these AI servers, you're going to be paying somebody for the hardware. And the closer you get to the root services, the cheaper it's going to get. Everybody's going to add their layer, and they're going to charge credits because it's just the way. That's just kind of, I think, how this industry is going to go, how the future is going to be. And So, here I am, and it's so relevant for Signal. So what happened to me was I'm on Replit. You got to spend $20 a month to stay on Replit, and you just can't build very much for that. And I was like, I could make a few fixes. So I thought, well, could this thing redeploy Signal? And then it was like, no, it can't, but it can fix it. And then it gave me some instructions. So what I ended up doing was setting up. Did I close it out? I didn't. A whole basic, really basic deployment, environment, right? So it's like, okay, here's my code on GitHub. It's been a long time since I've done any of this, and I never did a lot. I was a low-code guy, and we did write a lot of code. We had people that wrote a lot of code, and we had the Jira repository and all of this. So I'm familiar enough that I'm like, this isn't complete, foreign material for me. But I was like, walk me through this, set it up. It did the integration. I'm like, cool. I'm on GitHub, and then it pops it over to render. And some things like the auto deploy, I'm not sure was working perfectly or not. I had a few little bumps, but was able to fix them pretty quick and pretty quickly. Like, hey, cool. Now I'm on my, I'm not, I'm out in the cloud now, right? I've got an app. It's a web service that's been being deployed on a container somewhere. And this is all, and to me, this is the future of agents, right? You're going to have containers, and you're going to have agents all over the place doing things as web services. And there's going to be this just whole explosion of this, right? To me, this is where it's going to go, right? And so I'm like, I'm going to dip my fingers in this because, you want to have some separation, right? I want to build, and then I want to deploy, and there's reasons why you might not necessarily want to deploy into your build environment for lock-in and all of these cost factors. And so anyway, this thing actually will stop. I don't know if it's probably stopped. Oh yeah, this is perfect because I wanted to show this, but this is right up. It kind of actually matches the Signal experience because I'm just on the free tier, and you get like a half a gig server, and it's like it stops running for cost purposes when you're not using it, right? So it's really just like a personal account. And it's fine for me. I'm like, hey, it's cool. And there's Signal. I'm like, wow, like, oh my God. I moved this whole thing for Replit. I packaged it as, I zipped it up. I had the, Tasklet kind of jigger it up, and not that much time it worked. So I'm like super happy. Super excited, built some other really cool things in here. I'm not going to go way into Tasklet because there's just a lot to unpack in here. It looks simple, but there is so much going on behind the scenes. This is a super powerful tool. And then I built my morning Scrum publisher, which it isn't that it does a lot. It's so good because it has my logo on it, which I love. And actually, I really should have done the morning Scrum, not my strategist, but it's all good. I'll update it. And so I'm going to upload the transcript from this show. So I can't show you what it's going to do all that much. I can show you what it does is it takes the transcript, creates this really cool article with the images, puts it onto Wix, and also creates like a backup folder in a file repository. Now, I'm probably, with the citation work I was doing, I tested it on Google Drive. So I'm probably going to start moving everything and just put it into Google Drive folders instead of on their virtual desktop. But, for now, it's cool. I really like pushing, hey, have the agent create things, but you want to know, you want a way to see keep track of that and keep the output somewhere. Otherwise, it just sort of goes into this black box, and it's here, but it can be hard to find. So this is a huge breakthrough, finding Tasklet, and started to build these like little mini apps to make my day, like make my process just so much more productive. And if you want content created for you, really cool stuff like this, then you can buy one of my influencer packages at my website, strategist.com. Excited to